Ethan had always been the picture of health. A successful architect, he lived a busy life in the heart of the city. Juggling his career with his passion for running and fitness, he was always on the go, pushing his body to its limits. And his friends often joked that he was invincible. But everything changed one fateful day. It was an ordinary afternoon when Ethan felt a sudden, sharp pain in his chest while walking to a meeting. At first, he thought it was nothing, perhaps just the stress of his day. But the pain intensified, and within moments, he collapsed to the ground. Passers-by rushed to his side, and one of them, an off-duty paramedic, immediately began performing CPR. Ethan was rushed to the hospital, where doctors quickly determined that he had suffered a massive heart attack. His heart had stopped beating for several minutes, and the prognosis wasn't good. The doctors told his family that the chances of survival were slim, and if he did survive, he would likely suffer severe brain damage due to the lack of oxygen. His family gathered in the waiting room, praying for a miracle. But the doctors' grim faces left little hope. For hours, Ethan's family waited. His wife Olivia sat by his side, holding his hand, whispering words of encouragement, and hoping against hope that somehow he would wake up. As the night wore on, Olivia refused to leave the hospital, even though the doctors had told her to prepare for the worst. She prayed quietly, asking for a second chance for her husband, for a miracle that would bring him back to her. Then, just as Olivia was beginning to lose hope, something miraculous happened. Ethan's heart began to beat again. The doctors, who had given up all hope, were stunned. His vital signs stabilized, and although he was unconscious, the doctors were cautiously optimistic. They had never seen anything like it. It was as if Ethan's body had decided to fight against all odds. The next few days were critical. Ethan remained in a coma, and his family continued to pray. They believed that the miracle had only just begun. Olivia spoke to him every day, telling him how much she loved him and how he was needed in this world. She had never given up on him, even when the doctors had lost hope. Miraculously, after several days, Ethan began to show signs of improvement. He slowly regained consciousness, but the road to recovery was long and uncertain. Doctors warned Olivia that he might never fully recover, that the damage to his heart and brain could be too great to overcome. But Ethan had other plans. He started with small steps, first moving his fingers, then opening his eyes. Each day brought new progress, and soon he was able to speak, albeit weakly. Olivia never left his side, encouraging him every step of the way. With each passing day, Ethan's strength grew, and the doctors were amazed at his recovery. It was as if he had been given a second chance at life. Weeks turned into months, and Ethan's physical and cognitive abilities continued to improve. His doctors could hardly believe the transformation. They had expected him to be bedridden for life. But here he was, walking, talking, and even starting to return to work part-time. Though his body was still healing, his spirit was unbreakable. As the months went on, Ethan became more determined to share his story with others. He had always been a private person, but after his miraculous recovery, he felt compelled to tell the world about the second chance he had been given. He started volunteering at the hospital, helping to support families going through similar struggles, offering hope and encouragement to those who were facing their darkest days. Ethan knew that he had been given a miracle, but it wasn't just the physical healing that had changed him. It was the emotional and spiritual journey he had undergone. He had been forced to confront his own mortality, to face the fact that life is fragile, and that every moment is a gift. His recovery wasn't just about healing his body. It was about rediscovering the value of life itself. The experience also brought Ethan and Olivia closer than ever. They had always been a strong couple, but the ordeal had deepened their love and appreciation for one another. They learned to cherish every moment, knowing how quickly life could change. They had been given a second chance not just at Ethan's life, but at their life together. As time went on, Ethan continued to thrive. He returned to his career as an architect, but now, with a renewed sense of purpose, he started working on projects that focused on health and wellness, designing spaces that promoted healing and well-being. His experience had changed the way he viewed the world, and he was determined to use his talents to make a positive impact on others. Ethan's story became one of inspiration, a reminder that miracles do happen, even when all hope seems lost. It wasn't just about surviving a heart attack, it was about living with gratitude, embracing every day as a gift, and knowing that sometimes, against all odds, life can give you a second chance. Ethan had received his miracle, and he was determined to make the most of it, never taking a single moment for granted.